Now, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, oh, thanks for reminding me of this. Let me put that on. All right, and then, okay, so one of the things I want to go over is real important. This is your investment. This is not about get rich quick. Now, when I say don't get rich quick, I don't mean that you cannot make money to make money, but you have to set up your business first so you can go ahead and make money. A lot of people get impatient along the road. Everybody, even I did when I started way back when. Started back in 1985, and it's like, whew, come on, what's going on? But after a while, it's like all of a sudden, like in within 12 months, it's like all of a sudden I was getting these a little more cards, and 18 months a little more cards, and 24 months I was getting a lot of different things going. A lot of different things started happening, started growing, because I had $1 million in corporate credit. So now, if you have $1 million in corporate credit, it might not seem a lot, but I have some people actually get panic attacks over it. I'm not kidding. I had the people say, no, this is too much. I got to close down the business because it's too much credit, and weird responses. If you're not really up in your mind, knowing that, why not you? That's the reason why a lot of people are in the position they're in, is because they're not ready for the money that will show up, and it will show up if you keep building it. It won't go away. You have to keep doing it. And the thing is that you want to begin to go ahead and understand that building corporate credit is your accountability for what you want. The reason why I say that is because of the fact is some things in life that you'll come up against is your own self. I'm going to tell you this, this is a living fact from my experience and the experience I've had of other people, is this. You're going to get to a point where you get uncomfortable because now you never had this kind of money available. Then you're going to actually become accountable to that money. But the thing is, the business will never betray you. You'll betray the business. See, this is why you always say, look at Bezos, look at Amazon, look at these people just got started doing stuff when they're moving, is because they have a different filter that they look through that allows them to get them where they're going. See, we have these filters that we look through and don't realize we're looking through these filters that inhibit some of our areas in life where we're going. And you can hear it in what people say, how they speak. I mean, you have people might say, if you listen to people talk to, like when you're out in public, like in the stores, like a Walmart, you hear couples talking to each other, and all of a sudden you hear a couple berating maybe her husband, saying, oh, what's wrong with you? Don't you understand? We just think smart. And guess what? I mean, do you think that is that encouraging the person, or a man saying to his wife the same knucklehead stuff? Hey, what's wrong with you? And the B word. I'm like, what, in public? Wow, that's crazy. Or saying, well, we just don't have a relationship then. I mean, why would you say something to somebody if that wasn't, if that's not in your heart? You don't say those things. But if it's in your heart, you can't take it back. When you say it, this is what I'm saying. You've got to be careful of the small talk you have to yourself, the inner voices that you have to yourself, because building business credit will never, ever betray you. Never. How much do you want? Pretty much when you incorporate your business into an EIN or a tax ID number, it has nothing to do with your Social Security number anymore. No personal guarantees or consumer credit checks. Now, in some instances, I say it will happen. And I say, if you're ever going to co-sign, I say, you better make sure it's for 5 million or more. Then it's worth it. So what I want to let you know is that everything that we go through from the beginning step is about some areas in your life. If you're not organized, it'll show up. And it's not a bad thing. Nothing's bad about what the business is going to show you. The business is going to show you every weak spot in your life, every little weak spot. So you might be at home, working at home. Well, for me, working at home, it was kind of like what we did most of the time where we're at since the middle of in the 90s. was because we, they had the internet going on then. So, we had things we were able to do. So when this all happened, it was like, okay, cool. But then also some people aren't used. If you're used to working at home, and some people have a regular job on the outside, then they go on the outside work and they come back and they want to talk and everything else. But I'm in the office, I'm working. This is my office, and there's nothing, and so I take my breaks. I'd have my, go to little boy's room or whatever. But the thing is, I take my breaks. See, when I get done here, I'm going to take my lunch break. Okay, it's like in the office, and I get back to work. You can do what else I got to do, because there's things I need to mail out. There's some stuff I need to get back to you, Ivory, regarding the other situation we talked about for you. That'll be at later during the day, because I make sure that persons are following up, that are going to get it over to you. So everything is like being in an office. It's not that I'm trying to be mean. I'm in an office. If I was in an office, you wouldn't go bother me at the office. You might call me on the phone and say, hey, hey, da 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 da. This all happens. So you learn to structure your life in a way people understand it. And some people get a little upset at it, because they think, well, you're working at home, you can do whatever you want. That's farthest from the truth. It's not because you're working at home you can do what you want. It's even worse. When I say worse, not in a bad way, but it's now because a lot of people, when you start running your own business, start building your business credit, that is your job. Your job is building business credit. Your job is fulfilling what you say that you're up to. And of course, you get the coaching from here. We have on our webinars we go through, and information I go over where to go to apply to get your DUNS number and so on. And we're always investigating things. Quentin is a good little investigator. He goes, I'm going to go investigate that. Cool, do that. I encourage you to do that, because that's how you're going to know more of the system. Besides what I tell you is okay, but are you going to remember it? But when you go do your own research, you're going to remember it. And there's no right answer, and there's no wrong answer, because there's a buffet of answers to building your tax ID. One thing I tell people, you want to remove the school knowledge that you got from school long ago. I have to have the right answer to get the right grade. No, this here is not about the right answer. It's about, there's a buffet of answers to get you to where you're going. That you want to begin to get in your persona of who you are. You're a person that realizes I have more than one answer, which means you start looking, you investigate in your own mind. Wait a minute, is this the only way? No, I'm going to go ahead and look this up. You send an email to me, hey, what do you think about this? In fact, Quentin sent me a couple of emails today and yesterday regarding okay, I got this, I noticed this, I noticed that. And that's all awesome. And there's some things too, like I went back and re-verified some things. And one of the things I re-verified today is, all right, here's what we're looking for. Write this down. Now I have a habit of dropping golden nuggets. I really don't tell you to write them down, because I forget they're golden nuggets. So, and it's kind of nice to have someone that's brand new, like Ivory's brand new in here. So it forces me to to remember I'm dropping gold nuggets. So it's a good thing. So you're actually an enhancement there, Ivory. So get a load of that, okay? So now, Crown Office Supplies. Now, if you're building your business, you want to go to Crown Office Supply. Now, Crown Office Supply is where you go to build your business. This one, they charge a fee. This one, they charge a fee. And Quentin, let me know when you can see this particular screen that I show here. There's another screen that's going to have a bunch of credit cards on it. So just let me know when you see it. What do you see now?
With USA Scientific, O'Reilly's.
Okay, good. All right. Now, these are non-reporting accounts. Now, a lot of people don't realize, why would I want to use these? If you really want to build your corporate credit fast, whether you're going to use them or not, here's the thing. You're going to either have to find some things that you're going to use or find a way to use it. Last night on the YouTube, I gave an example, because some people, Ivory, there's not Ivory, but I'm talking about other people in the place in here also do have, that sign up with us, do not have a car, but they found a way around that. What they did is they tell their friend, hey, let me know when you go get gas. They can say, why? Because I want to put it on my card. Why? Because it's helping me build my corporate credit. And now you get a conversation started. Now you get to talk about your dreams. You get to talk about this. You get to talk about that. You get to talk about things. And now Cool. Let's say they put $30 in, they give you $30. You put that $30 in your bank account, and they pull the money out of your corporate account or your business account, and it gets paid. So now you're building your corporate credit. So it's not that you don't have a gas card. You have a gas card, but yet you can have other people go, hey, they'll help you out because they're going to pay the $30 anyways for gas. So unless they're using a credit card, using a credit card, that's different. But if they're going to pay cash, then guess what? Then you can ask them, hey, anytime you get gas, call me, or whatever it is. People have found many ways around this whole thing because of the fact that it is true. Now, there are several of these non-reporting accounts that I tell people they can go to. All right. But right now, you don't have to worry about it. You can go to Kelly Office Solutions. Kelly Office Solutions. And you say, why want to go there? Because guess why? This is what you will be learning. Kelly Office, and I'll tell you, it tells you everything right here, what they need. Now, we know some of you, I know Miss Ivy, by tomorrow, I hope you have your Dun & Brad at least submitted to them so you can get it going and get your DUNS number. You're going to need both your numbers, the EIN and your DUNS number, your bank account, which you already have, a bank reference, which you do have a bank reference. They say trade references. No. A personal guarantee, PG, is required. Okay, now this is what I tell you it's required. Not really. So you can always go ahead and apply. Anytime you apply, listen to this. Here's another little gold nugget. Anytime that you apply for a corporate or business card or a business anything, you apply for credit to do business with auto parts place. So they don't have it's application. This one here is an application because when you go apply, here you go. We press apply, and it tells you. All right. Hey, just make sure, Quentin, that you can let me know if you see what I'm talking about, like if it goes to the picture, so I know. I know Keith won't be here today because he has something he had to take care of today.
Okay. All right.
You see, what does it say? It says everything for office.
Yeah, I see COVID policies.
Yeah,
okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Now, this, you say, well, why do you care about all this? Let's just give you an idea what they have. Promotional items, Xerox copies, whatever, okay? Can you get to see the people that act like they're happy, but they don't realize and I'm going to say this, each one of them, doesn't matter who they are, each one of them is on a modern day plantation, which means this, they get paid the leftovers from what the business makes. And then they have to hope they can go ahead and make it on what they have, investments. Here, there, do that. This is all the stuff they do to hope they make it. And then they'll use money to try to grow. Here's what you get to do. You're going to learn as you go on, the money your business begins to make, whether you have one started or not. Eventually, when you start receiving money, you're able to write the money off the top first. And then you pay, then the business pays the government what's left over. It's reversed. Now you know why. And especially if you don't understand business, and don't try to go ahead and say it to absorb it. Just know that what I'm telling you, you go back and listen to this in the link I'll set up for. I probably is going to be in Vimeo. So now, anyways, Vimeo's a link. So you get the link, you play it, and it'll play. So now what happens is this: once you make income, let's say, okay, you make $100,000 for a year in business. Well, you have expenses. Off the $100,000, you're able to write off all the top. Take off here, take off here, take off here. So let's say when you get done doing all your expenses, you're left with $20,000. You had $80,000 in expenses. Now that doesn't mean you have expenses that you didn't use wisely, which means this. Let's say once a month that you have a business meeting at your office. So you pay for food. You go to the store, you buy the food from a card that you have. Let's say it could be a Walmart, Sam's, or even your business bank account if you don't have a Walmart, Sam's card yet. A business account where you buy the food. So let's say you buy the food. Let's say, I don't know, let's say about buy $60, $70, $80 worth of food and stuff that you might even eat at your house. All right. Or you might buy whatever. So you throw the party. Let's say only one person shows up. That's okay. Perfectly fine. One person, you and that one person, whatever you're going to eat. And guess what? After they leave, you had the party. And now guess what you can do? You can take the leftovers home to the house because now you had the party. You don't have to go ahead and leave it there at the office. Even if your office has a freezer or refrigerator. Because you had the meeting. Can you control who comes over? No. I mean, you can't buy $500 worth of goodies if you're not going to have, 500, if you're not going to, you can't buy $500 worth of food and you're only going to have you only have 4 or 5 people. No, that's not going to cut it. But if you had you plan on 2 or 3 people to come, you invite them. Don't even, you don't even have to confirm them. You don't have to do anything. If they show up, cool. If they don't, you can take it home. Now it's a write-off because you actually fulfilled what you're going to do. You're not going to throw the food away. I mean, so there you go. So you can take it home. Now you might have 40 bucks, 50 bucks worth left of food. So you're able to write it off. These are the little, when I say small things, these are the small things that a lot of you don't see in the background of the businesses. You might think of Apple or Walmart or Bezos at Amazon, Microsoft, other Fortune 500 companies, or even Fortune 100 companies. Don't you think they know the strategies I just told you? I just put it on a real lower scale what they do. Don't you think they give away gifts all the time to certain people in the business? I mean, there's so much you can do with this that it gives you a lot of power. But one thing we want you to know is this is why in other words, you have to know why am I applying for credit with this company? Because this company is going to report a score on you. Now let's see where it says here where the sign clears first home.
Are there any other companies that I should put down to go to open up?
Oh, we're gonna go over a few. I just want to go ahead and usually the application is online, so
Because I'm taking notes.
Customer. Yeah, usually what you want to do is you're going to ask them to send you, but you're going to need a DUNS number before you apply.
I know.
DUNS number and your tax ID. Now this one, okay. Now this one is, because I've never used this one. But the reason why I tell people to use this one is this. If you really want to get 5 companies reporting, I said there is a place that I haven't really introduced to everyone really where to go get this done, is that you can put these companies on you get them on your list. They don't report. We have a business that actually does some quality control, and we'll call them and verify that you paid, and they put it in their system, and then they upload it and report it to Dun & Brad. But once you get the number, I'll send it to you guys when I'm just waiting on the call back to verify something. And then once I verify it, I'll send you the information. You need to call them and ask them, okay, great. How does this work? Because I don't want you to invest in your money. Your job, I said this the other day, and I'll say it a lot. Your job is to always call them before you apply. Now, when I usually apply for online for you, with you there, I already know the answers to them. All right. Now, some of the things is this. And if I don't know the answer, the good thing is even if you get approved, all right, cool, you don't have to take it. You send it, tell them, nah, I don't want it. However, so the thing is that your job is to call and say, great, who do you report to? And they say, well, we don't report to nobody. You don't report to Dun & Brad? Nope. You report to Business Experience? Nope. You report to Equifax? Nope. You can even ask them, do you report to Credit Safe? Nope. Okay, great. Not a problem. Now, the other business I'm talking about that gets the reportings for non-reporting companies, you'll call them up and say, hey, look, I'm thinking about getting something with Kyle Office Solutions. Does your company go ahead and deal with that particular industry to go ahead and call to see if you deal with them? Will you put them on your report and then report them for me to Dun & Brad? That's an awesome service because the thing is, when you begin to find out what they do, okay, great. Let's say they say yes to Office Supply, to Kyle Office Supply Solutions. Now, even though it doesn't report to Dun & Brad itself, that one company every month, because they're going to ask you, okay, great. Because you have to give them information. You got to give them your login information. You got to give them the information to log in. Then they go ahead and pull when your payments are due. Your job is to make sure the payments get paid. They go on to check to see if the payment was paid, and they verify with the company the payment was made. They do a double check, and then they put it on their system to report to Dun & Brad that was paid. How do you like that? Like a cell phone, same thing. They'll do it with a cell phone. They'll report it because cell phones don't report. So this is one of the wonderful things about building corporate credit. Okay. So there's a benefit. The benefit, what you're doing is like going to school. You're going to school every quarter because every quarter is something new. Now, even though you have the basic system gets you to where you have at least 50 to 60,000 in vendor credit, trade credit, business credit, and cash credit. Now, there's many things that how it goes. Here, this particular account you're looking at, this is an account you actually will have to order and set up, or you can call them yourself and, okay, great. I want to go ahead. Do I fill out the order with you? Or do I, oh, you know what? In fact, let's do a live call. What do you think, Quentin? Should I do a live call?
Sure, why not?
All right, cool. Let me do a live call. Live call, let's see. Oh, there you go, okay. 205 345 345 345 5573 5573. All right, so let's do a live call.
Thank you for calling Kyle Office Solutions. If you know your party's extension, dial 1 plus. Please wait a moment. Mr. Showroom. We are the area's authorized Office Furniture USA franchisee, offering a full line of high-quality office. Thank you for calling, Kyle. This is Sharon.
Good afternoon, Sharon. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. I was wondering, to apply for your business account for the 30-day net, is your application online or do we apply on phone with you?
Oh, I could send you an application if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Would you do that, please?
Okay, are you here local in town or?
No, ma'am. I'm over in El Paso, Texas.
Oh, we just deliver here local.
Oh, you just did here local. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Well, we're appreciative because we like your product, what it looks like, but if we move, I know where to go.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now, see, that solved the real simple solution. If you
Yeah.
call, you go, oh, that's why this list is on there that I show. Let me back up here. Boop.
So we're
That's why
not
this-
able to do, so we're
this
not
is-
able to do Kyle Office Supplies?
No, because only in their area.
Okay.
So this is what I mean by you call and ask them. Oh, okay, great. So now we know this is useless on this particular, for this particular one. All right, but if you ever move there, I guess you know what to do. And that's what I'm saying. That's why these are called non-reporting trade accounts. Now I know O'Reilly. You can go to any O'Reilly's and get an application. You go back and take it to the same place, and you go to that same place you went to, or another O'Reilly's when you're traveling because they give you an account number. That does report, but you're going to have. Here's what they tell you. So now, what you want to know from this one here is does not report. All right, we know it's an auto part place. Tells you what you need to get in business with them. All right, and a bank account. Now, when it says good business credit history, you might not need it depending on certain things. All right, no business age required. Now, here's what I laugh at: no business age required, but good business credit history. Even if you don't have a history, sometimes they'll do it if the company's been around over 2 years, just because. If not good or strong credit history, PG will be required. Well, guess what? I always tell you, this is what I want to tell you right. It's a perfect example. On all PGs, when they ever ask you on the application, in fact, let's see if they show application online. Because I can show you, because I want to let you guys all see this, okay? Download and fax application, apply online. So let's go ahead and say apply online. Let's see what it asks for. Okay, so I was going to ask for your email and everything else. So let's back up for the application so I can see the one we can download and we can answer the questions. All right. All right. Perfect. Here we go. Here we go. Can you guys see the application?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now, this is not one you're going to do, Ivory, but I want you
I-
to see so when you ever run into it, you'll know. course, you know your company name, your billing address. This is everything that's gonna match up. Whatever you tell Dun and Brad and whatever business experience has on your address wise and phone number wise, that's the number you're gonna give to Dun and Brad. That's the number you're gonna put on every application you're gonna put on. That's the address you're gonna put on every application. Okay? Company name, billing address, city, state, zip, and delivery address. If it's not different, don't mess with it. Now, purchase orders required. I always put no. Some people in the industry say you should put yes, because I mean, I've always put no in it, and I have never experienced any difference in giving you the credit or not. Of course, your phone number. If you have a fax number, contact, email, accounts payable contact, which would be, you know, yourself until you get someone in your office is going to be a contact person. Years in business. Now, Irie, you've been in business for 4 years.
Yes.
So you're going to put 4. You know, it's not 2 years, it's 4 years.
Okay.
Because again, you started 2018, that's 1 year, 19, 20, 21, that's 4 years. Now, owner applicant, you can put your name down, you can put the address, same as your business address. Even if you had a brick and mortar, I still put down the business address as an owner applicant name, always. Because when it goes over to the other side, it says applicant social security number, does it not?
Yes.
But you said there's no PG. Why do they want it? Well, I didn't say put it down. What you're going to put in there is, guess what?
My TIN number.
There you go. Because it asks for your federal ID number, which is the tax ID. And
But
down here,
won't it trace back to the social security number when they investigate and everything?
nope. All that, so all that number was on the social security is to make sure that that number was registered to the person that applied for the number.
Okay.
And that's what people, oh man, I had a bankruptcy, man, and it's no good. Oh my God. I said, well, okay, where did you have the bankruptcy? Last night. I said, that's perfect. Huh? What do you mean? Because it's perfect. Because it has no attachment. Remember, the SS number, the SS4 number has no relationship to the number. It's only verifying that that social security number is actually registered to somebody in the US. Now,
That's
online,
interesting because when I used to apply for business funding, they would always want my social and tax ID number.
well, yeah, because that's how they merged it together.
But I don't have to give them my social.
No, because you want to personal guarantee it?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, no. You're not going to put it this way. You're not going to personal guarantee anything ever again up to a certain point. You're going to have to. But after that, it's going to be more money than you. Not a problem. But the bottom line is, I wouldn't do it for O'Reilly's. Would never. Why would I personal guarantee something for O'Reilly? I would never do that. So you put in the social security number, you put your tax ID number because you just want to go back to the tax ID account.
Do you want me to put in the notes, go to O'Reilly's?
No, you're not going to O'Reilly's. You're not going to go do that. Not now.
No, I'm
just
talking
want
about when it's time. Do you want me to put that down, go to O'Reilly's for opening up an account?
No, this is just educational right now for you to see what an application looks like.
Because you told me to take notes, so I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
that's right. You could take notes. Not a problem.
So
But
far,
right
I have Crown office supplies, Kelly office supplies.
now, Kelly's you're not going to do because they don't do in your state.
But Crown office will.
Crown office will. We're going to go there in a minute.
All right.
Now, this is an application. Just so I want you to see what it would require. So when you get because when I say no PG, I really mean no PG. Now, like for instance, on a Lowe's application, is it Lowe's? Yeah, a Lowe's application. I just got the one doing for a client today. Lowe's on the last page. Now it asks you the second before the last page. You know, do you want a personal guarantee it because you have a better chance of getting done? Blah 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 blah. Of course, you check no. Then the last page it asks for the social security number again, but there's a box on there that does say that it's only to go ahead and verify that you are the person who you are, not for any credit. And then the box is already there, so you check the box yes for that. That's it. That means they're not going to check the credit with you. They're just going to just make sure that number belongs to the name that you put on there.
Not to jump the gun, but how many, what are all the stores that I need to put on here for opening up?
We'll go through them. We're gonna take it slow.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you get a lot of stuff up front. So because you're gonna run into it, and I don't want you to go, oh. So when you run into anything like this, when you're applying for anything like that, and they ask for the social security number on a business application, just put on this online, when it's online, you're gonna put, when you go to a bank, it's different. I'm talking online situations right now. You're gonna put down the tax ID in that little space, your phone number, email address. Email address will always be your business address on an application like this. And years at residence is the same thing, however long you've been there. So when you fill it out, it just has your company name and it has all the information. And then you put your name and information, and you put down the tax ID because you're not going to personally guarantee it. You put down your phone number, email address, and if they call you back and say, well, hey, your number's the same. I said, well, I'm not going to personal guarantee this. I just want to go off the company. Well, we need to. I say, well, if you can promise me you're not going to run my credit, then I don't have a problem. See, now you get to ask them. If you run my credit, then guess what? You're going to have to take it off. So, because I get that a lot of people call back, hey, you put down tax deed number. I said, oh, because the thing is, I don't want you to run my credit. I just want to go off the corporation, off the business credit. Well, it's not strong enough, or it's not this, it's not that. Oh, well, then I guess that's fine. Then I don't take it. Or they say, well, no, okay, great. We'll just go ahead and we'll run it without it, but we just need to verify that's your name and everything. That's okay. So you're not going to run it, right? Nope. Okay, good. So that could happen. So in other words, then they ask for the type of account. Cash only? Well, why need an account? New owner, don't have to worry about that. No, I won't put that down. You just want to put the following section must be completed for processing and consideration. You want a monthly pay. That's it. You want a monthly pay. And then what kind of entity is it? It's an LLC. You'll check the LLC box. Now, if it says business description, you can put other, business management, or business management / consultant. And then you're going to sign it who you are, signature and your name. Now that's only if you're going to you're not going to proceed. Which says personal guarantee, you're not going to touch that. What you do is you draw lines through those. Now the bottom part is where you sign it just for the company only. Now see where it says personal guarantee there? You know what? You're not doing no. You just put a couple lines through each one of those sections, or you can put a little zero with an X through it, whatever, and then the sign on the bottom as the person that's doing the, you're applying for the company. So that's what that looks like. Okay, let's see. All right. So they don't do anything because they don't love us. All right, so that was O'Reilly's application. Most applications will look about the same, but always could be in a different position, in different places where they ask the question. All right, so let's go back. Boop, boop. All right, here's Crown Office Supplies. Now, this is what I do like about Crown Office Supply, because you get a 3-fer. Let me tell you what a 3-fer is. They report to Dun & Brad, they report to Business Experian, and they report to Equifax. That's what you want. You get 3 of those, that's nice. You get all 3 reports hit at the same time. Now, here's the little sign up for them. Now, this is the one that I've talked about and I like because it is an annual fee, which means now people go, oh, it's an annual fee. Oh, why do I got to pay that? Well, hold on a second. You're going to have to order from them anyways. So guess what? if you read this here, it tells you exactly what you're gonna go ahead and do, is when you fill it out. Right, for other purchases to report, need a minimum of what? $30. That's it, just $30.
You're talking about $30 to register?
No, it's $99 that sets it up. And they report to run Dun & Brad, Business Experience, Equifax. But for other purchases, to reports needed to be a minimum. In other words, for them to report to Dun & Brad, if you order $20, forget it. They're not doing it. If you order $32, they're going to report to Dun & Brad. They round up to $100. Now, here's what's nice about them. The minute you sign up, all you have to do is buy $30 worth. Now, guess what? Should we do another, Quentin, should I do another call?
No.
You said no, okay. All right. The reason I'm saying, we can ask them, hey, if I pay the $99 fee today, does it mean I have to buy $30 this month, or can I do that for next month? Then we will know. Because I'm not going to give you the answer. I want you guys to find out on your own. I already know the answer. But I'm going to go ahead.
Can we give you the answer and then you'll let us know if we're right or wrong?
Nope. I want you to hear it.
Okay.
Very funny.
I like live.
Thank you for calling Crown Office Supply. Please hold a moment while we connect you with a customer support agent. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. All calls are monitored for quality and control.
Now, also another thing, if you notice, it says the membership fee is $99 annually upon approval.
It looks like we're on the line with another customer at the moment.
Of course.
Please leave a detailed message and we will return your call in the order
Okay.
it was received.
Now, also another thing is this, I said this in one of my other YouTubes, so this is for the new people in there. The COVID-19 is now being used for excuse to have slow customer service. If you haven't noticed that, that's just, that COVID-19 has switched everything around to manipulate, dominate, and control how they actually deal with their people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the sad thing about it is that everyone's so asleep, they don't even realize it.
Yeah, it's a real smoke screen.
So the beautiful thing about it is that you guys get to hear it all the time from me, because that's what, look how the customer service changed. I mean, if you want to go ahead and be called back, press this button, we'll call you back in 30 minutes. You're in line for 45 minutes, or you want to wait. It's
Or
pretty-
sometimes they'll give you a call back if you opt for that.
Right, exactly. So again, this is what you're gonna run into. Now, years ago, it wasn't like that. They'd answer the phone, hello, may I help you? Within maybe 5 minutes, if you ever held, was 5 minutes long. So some of the things I just want to say to you is that you want to begin to understand is that, again, this is not a microwavable industry anymore. It becomes microwavable once you start hitting your scores. We'll just get this, the 80 plus on your Dun & Brad, 85 on your business experience. Then you start applying, you're going to start learning the skill set. All right, I have a business experience score at this. I have 3 reporting. It's 80, it's 91, it's strong. I'm going to go here. Now, let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, we had someone that, he's not here today. He had to take care of some business today, but he started his business. His name's Keith. And he started a business last year. And I was talking to him one day, I said, hey, Keith, I said, what other businesses have you ever had before? And he was telling me, and he was telling me, as you guys can see, we're working from home. Yeah, so that's a beautiful thing. So it's real easy. And the dogs are dogs, so you know that.
That's right. I love animals. So Gregory,
It's so nice before people try to hide from it and go ahead, oh my God, you know, I'm at home. They're at home working. Oh my, but now it's reversed. If you're in the office, they kind of think you're kind of weird now.
Gregory,
Yes, I'm right here.
I love animals.
Well, good. You love animals. Awesome.
100%.
Beautiful. Well, we have 4 doggies, plus a
Ooh.
babysitting doggie, which I told you about the little teacup yesterday.
Can I have the teacup?
You know, no.
I'm
Oh,
just
no.
playing. I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
playing.
gonna send it to you FedEx.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Can they send it on the road, deliver it to me?
Yeah, I'll use a corporate credit to go ahead and have it delivered. All right.
Right.
So one of the things here is that you're reading is that it's 90. Okay, it tells you. All I'm going to say is this: here, some things you're going to have to believe and some things not. That's why you want to get your DUNS number. And when I was talking about Keith, I asked Keith, has he ever done any business before? And he said, yeah. And I asked him what. We dug a little bit. And 16 years old is the business. And so on top of that, in the business itself, is guess what? He had a business that he was doing, and he is still I think licensed or something like that for insurance, what he was doing, but he was doing as an independent. So it turns out I forgot what year he did it in, but he has 16 years of business of history. Now remember, when Dun & Bradstreet asks you a question because when you do it, they're going to ask you online. They're not going to call and ask you, but you have to know, and you got to be able to prove it if you do. He was able to prove that yes, at one time I did have the business, because when they ask you how long, because there's 2 questions they ask you: how long in business? Most people think that means, well, I just started the LLC, so I started in 2018, so 4 years. No, they're not asking that question. The question is how long in business. They're talking about you. They're not talking how long ongoing business you have had. Were you in business one time? You got a business license because you had a garage sale. That counts as being in business. You can take from that and go all the way to current time. I mean, that's
Greg,
yes.
one question though about that. So, does that include having a business but never acquiring an EIN number?
If you can prove that you had the business filed someplace, yes.
Okay.
So if you can prove it, then cool, you got it. Because you now, same thing with when I start up companies, I have a history that I can always use. So I'm able to put it, even if it's a brand new company, I can put down from 1985 all the way till now.
Oh, I didn't know that because I had a business, Beauchamp Enterprises LLC, in 2013, and I had a Dun & Bradstreet attached to that. Can I use that as a?
See, this is what I'm telling you. I laugh at this because, see, when you start talking about this particular conversation, all of a sudden the gold mine starts coming out. Well, look, I had this back in over 2013. I had this kind of company. I had a Dun & Bradstreet. Who? Now, isn't that great? Now
Not really. It's not really because mine's is dissolved now. My company's dissolved.
That's fine. Did you once have it or not?
Yes, I did.
All right.
For 7 years.
Was anything bad about it?
Somebody fraudulently ran up some accounts on it, which caused me to have a low Dun & Bradstreet score.
Okay, cool. Guess what?
What?
Can you go ahead and prove at least that you were in business open, an LLC or anything?
I can prove it, yes.
You have a tax ID number from the old place?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, guess what?
What?
When you do this today or tomorrow, when you apply for your Dun & Brad, you're gonna upload your current information, but you're gonna put down you've been in business. You said 2013?
Correct.
Wow.
I know. Huh?
I knew all this stuff.
All right. So you've been in business for 8 years then, right?
Yes.
There you go. You put 8 years.
Do I tell Dun & Bradstreet that?
When they're going to ask you how long in business, you put 8 years.
Okay.
Nothing else. It's usually our mouth that's going to cause us problems.
So keep my mouth shut.
If you've been in business because they don't ask you for details.
Oh, okay.
They don't ask, okay, explain why, how come. I'm not doing any of that. They're real. That's why I say, and when I used to do live classes on it, the Dun and Brad, I pull up on the big screen and show you the questions right there. They ask you, how long in business? Well, I had some brilliant people. I have attorneys and stuff in my courses, and they wouldn't even answer the question right. And some of these guys, I'm telling you, I have them on the old YouTubes. One of them was a lady, real smart gal, but when it came to that, she was cocky at first because I know how to read. I said, I promise you guys don't know how to read. You know how to interpret, but you don't know how to read. If you can't understand, if you can't interpret, reading doesn't mean anything unless you can't interpret, which means you can ask the question or say, okay, great, how long in business? It doesn't say how long the business has been in business. It says how long in business. Well, that's for the individual. So I always did a $100 contest. Who could go ahead, wants to earn $100 right now? I break a $100 bill, wave it in the air. And they would go with the Dun and Brad and they start reading. And man, the whole thing is to get beat up. Never had anyone take the $100 from me. But she was really great. I mean, she was the Attorney General for the state of Maine.
Wow.
She came to one of my courses. Yeah, she was really good, and she really was. Her husband was awesome. But yeah, the thing is that those are things that, see, those are the golden nuggets you don't know that you have. See, it's better to do it up front than do it after. Now, if you do it after, it's still fine. It's just that now you're going to have to wait till it updates, and it updates pretty quick. But still, if you can do it when you begin, that's cool. If you have to do it after, then you do it after. Either way.
I think it's nice that you're teaching us this stuff ahead of time, because I would have never known this stuff if I hadn't have told you about my other former business. I wouldn't have known that I could get credit for that.
Now this is okay. You said you went on YouTube and listened to some people, right? Besides the one you heard from us
Yes.
on YouTube. So
Right.
on YouTube, if you noticed, mine's a little different than the average person out there.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't
I
say.
noticed that.
They all talk about surface stuff. I've said a few times in there, I said, any monkey can give you the surface stuff. But I probably
But it
shouldn't have
seems
said
like
that.
with you, I said this is the only one that I really can comprehend and grasp, because you get down in the nitty gritty.
Well, because the thing is that you don't want to get swept off your feet when something else shows up. Like COVID-19 just wiped a lot of people out because they were all cocky and this and that, and I'm ready, I'm making money. This is what people rely on. This is how foolish people really are. Well, I don't really need to build my corporate credit because I'm making money in the business and I'm putting money aside. Okay, cool, not a problem, right?
Right.
Now they're all big and bad because they're making money, but they don't have no credit to fall on. But they have their personal credit, but that's not built up to even try to even use it. So now they get hit. No business credit. The business stops. Where are they getting their money now? That's why I started laughing when it hit, because when I had the group going back then, it was like, okay, great, and even before then, we talked about this scenario back in 2009 when we had a seminar in May in Phoenix. So what if your business, what if they stopped? I don't even know. One of the guys came and said, hey, what happened this? How about a scenario like this? Because we were doing scenarios. And the scenario was, what if they shut down the business? Or else we couldn't make no money. And then we talked about this. Everyone had different things they own. So one was a restaurant. I said, great, make a drive-through window. Put a drive-through window in there. Have kind of car service where they drive to the people's radius, a 5-mile radius where you live at. Have where you deliver it, or they can come and pull up and you deliver it to them outside. They quarter in and come in and pay over the phone with a credit card. They don't show up, tough luck, free food for you. And we're talking about different ways. Like if you have a workout place and they don't, okay, they can't come because they're shutting everybody down. Well, guess what? You do an online thing and also include it with your fee for this type of emergency. Here's your daily workout, or here's a monthly workout. So you keep them interactive. Or what? Today we're allowed to have 2 people come to the gym, or whatever it is. But the thing is, you do things always ahead of time. Like I talked in the class last night. Always be prepared because it is coming. But a lot of foolish people bank on the job. See, this is not a job for me. What this is, I'm educating you so I get educated too. Why? Because sometimes I have to go look for some things to update what I know. I've been around since 1985. I have a lot of set skills, and you have the youngsters, you have the middle schoolers, and you have the what do you call them again? Shoot, you have the youngsters, the middle school, and you have the OG, or what do you want to call it? All right. So I fall in that category, but I have a lot of experience, so I know how to dance. Oh, I see this coming. No problem. I know what to do. This is why I said on one of the YouTube things is that you guys are like lions. You don't pay attention to the opinions, and you don't lose sleep of the opinions of sheep. People that make silly comments to you. Oh, that's not going to work. What are you building corporate credit for? You're not going to need it. It's because they've been brainwashed not to do anything to succeed. They're happy where they're at, or they're miserable where they're at because they're not willing to step out of their box and take a chance and jump off. In other words, just jump out of the plane. It's a good, perfectly plane. Jump out of the plane, and I promise you, you're not going to hit the ground. You won't die. What? And jump out without a parachute, because I'll catch you on the way down with another parachute. Live like that. And how I know, I skydived 22 times. I have my book too. I have my little book that I have registered in the book in it. But yeah, 22 times. The first 10 times, man, I promise you, I almost pooped my pants. Those were tandem jumps. When you first, then finally get used to tandem jumps, and finally what happens, you get used to a tandem jump. Now they say, okay, great. It's your time to go solo. Man, you talk about the fear of God in you. But this is why I don't really have a lot of fear about a lot of things, because you know what? Boom. Even someone will go ahead and say, how you want to say? They say dumb stuff. Well, I want to go ahead. I don't want to be in business with you no more. Okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, it might hurt. I'm not saying you're numb, you're cold, but you realize, okay, that's just part of what they want to do. Then let them do it. Because again, people that do rash stuff like that end up hurting in the long run. And there's nothing you can do to protect them.
Sometimes they end up coming back to you when all chips fall down.
And people try to make up stories about you. Oh, this means when you or whatever. If you look at me with your eyes crossed and then you wink at me, that means you hate me. Well, how the heck you know that? That's not what I meant. People are good. What do you call it? We are good meaning making machines, which I actually say that's Satan himself getting inside your mind. That's my opinion on that area. All right, so that's why what I'm saying at corporate credit is you're the one that's going to make the difference. Crown Office Supply, yes, you have the phone number there. You can write to them. You can call to them. You can go online and get it right there to them. CrownOfficeSupplies.com, apply online. And here's what it looks like when you apply online. It's real simple. It tells you what it is, a net 30. All right, and it asks for your email, username, password, business information. And then you go on and it just tells you, oh, they're asking for your EI number and the DUNS number. Ha, ha, ha. Now, here's when they usually ask you for that. That's who they report to. Usually. Does not mean all the time. And if they only report to one, I don't know why they ask for two. That I never bother asking a question about because it's useless for me. Type of organization. It's going to be an LLC for you. And your other one quitting that you're doing is going to be a corp. And now I see it ask for a website. This is the reason why a simple website is real. It's I'll give you Ivory the website that we use for when you're just beginning. It's inexpensive. I believe it's like $2 a month, but it's only one page and it looks pretty good.
Do they do the website for you and put in the information?
You just tell them what you want and they'll let you know if it fits. What you're really going to need is, of course, your business name, business address, business email up there, business phone number, and then just briefly what you do. Like I said, since it's going to say business management / consulting, you can go online and Google that and use some stuff from there. Now, here's one thing I can tell you. A lot of people, like I said, if it's on the internet, it's public. Just remember that. If it's on the internet, it's public. Now, write this down. Here we go. Now, this is a good one. This is one I use a lot. Because for me to write something now, for me to write something, and I learned this actually from some of the girls that they used to work for me before. I didn't know they were going here, and it was called something different then, but the names, what I'm going to give you now, it's still the same company. They just changed the name. And I said, God, how did they come up with this? And they were good at writing. Believe me, they were good. I mean, they could, they were able to type 110 words a minute on the computer. Quick. So anyways, go to spin. Is it .net or .com? Spin.com.
SPIN.
.com. Maybe you can see it on my screen now.
Go to spin.com.
There we go. Hey, are you able to see it? What the heck? This is not it. Hold on. This is not it at all. Here you go. Yeah, it's Spinbot. SPIN. Is it showing the screen?
Yes, spinbot.com.
You see me highlighting?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it over here. Oops, wrong place. All right. Now, guess what? I can write anything you want, and guess what I can go ahead and do? I can take it, and I'll paste it in here, the original one, and then, of course, I prove I'm not a robot. And then I press go, and watch this. Boom. It just rewrote it for you, so it's your writing.
But the website is, what is the website again to go to register?
For what?
I mean, for the Spinbot.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's it, spinbot.com.
okay. I'm sorry. That's for our for the.
This is the reason why I
website.
say this. For when you want to create some content for your web page, instead of copying, let's say you put down like articles on business management / consultant, and you come up with all this big stuff, and you find a paragraph you like. Just put the highlight the paragraph, copy it, put it in here, and then it'll rewrite it so it's actually the way it's rewritten, so they can't say you took it.
So I learned sometimes Google will flag it if you copy it like that.
Yeah. So guess what? No copy, no problem. It rewrites it. Retire. How I learned that one day, I was stuck in, where was I at? Oh, I was on doing a live seminar. I said, hey, look, I need this typed up right away. We only have like 20 minutes. She goes, no, here, go here, go here, go here. And where's it at? The article's right here. She goes, okay, cool, put it over here. Boom. I said, what? I said, I'm paying you for that much? She goes, yes, now, come on. But now see, it says you should be an authorized officer. It says you must be an authorized officer. It says you should be. And it's just all different. Even look at the end. It says in the event that the trust possesses 25% of more noteworthy at this point, enter the trustee's data as the proprietor. And this one says owner. So this way you're able to copy something, so you don't have to think about what you have to write. Because this is where most people, again, panic. Most people that run in a business don't have time to really think about what they're going to write until you actually get the business going where you have time. Now you have people working for you, you can do other things. Most people don't understand that what you're doing right now and what we're all doing is building a business so it can actually, so you can actually stop working in a way that you don't have to work. You can have the money work for you in different ways. And one of them I talked about last night was about the real estate part of it. I'm flipping the different hats on that right now too. I'm gonna have to actually probably hire someone on the internet area to go ahead and do the flyers that I need and everything done, and then hand them out and do the phone calls on that one particular area there, because it's getting a little busy on that, and it's like, whew. But the beautiful thing about it is that I showed them how a corporation can go ahead and get its money and lend the money out as a private money. So it's one thing about this. So for you, Ivory, or for you, Quentin, if you're trying to ever get something you want to write, you got to go ahead and find what's good to say. I know you're all seeing something. Oh, I like to write that, man. I like to copy it and say it's mine. Well,
yeah.
Okay. Now you can go ahead and copy it, and guess what? You took care of it.
Yeah, I need this for marketing stuff.
So there you go. I'll send you the invoice later, Quentin.
No problem. Thank you.
But yeah, so this is why I'm saying what a new person brings to the room, because I never would have talked about this with you guys. because she needs to set stuff up. So there's stuff I make a difference. So that's the difference of having a new person in a room on Thursdays.
Mhm.
So like I said, you had a lot of callings. So there you go, girl. All right. So now, so when you run across, you got to think about business management / consulting. Look and see what you like. You like that? Go to spinbot.com. And then you're going to go ahead and drop it, like I said here, and I'll rewrite it for you. Then you can give it to the person that's doing the web page for you. Just a paragraph. So that does help you out there, little Ivory?
Yes, it does.
All right, cool. So in other words, it gives you a little more courage. So, God, I like to write that, but man, it takes so long, and I got to go ahead and go back and forth, copy, paste. Now you don't have to. Now you just copy and paste and put it in a Word document and save it. That makes
And you
sense?
said that the website is pretty good, that what they provide for you is pretty good, and I don't have to do much to it.
It's a simple page. It's one pager, but it's $2 a month. That's all you care about.
Can beat
Thank-
that, can't beat that.
Now, be careful because they're going to try to sell you some stuff. It's up to you if you want to. They might say, hey, look, while you put through this for an extra $1 here a month, extra $1 here, we can go and get it out there to like on YouTube, Twitter, whatever it is for you. That's up to you if you want to at this time. If it'll help you get there, generate business. But the thing is that you don't have to. When you really when you get something really going for yourself, you can. So it's all up to you.
Okay.
All right. So SpinBots. So now we know about Crown. Crown, you got to have a Dun & Bradstreet number as well. All right, SpinBot over with. All right. So now we understand about that. Now, here's some places that I do want you to go. Oh, just so you know, again, I found this out today because again, I was dealing with another client. He called me and says, hey, that hasn't hit, the score hasn't did this, that, and the other thing. Well, Best Buy does not report to Dun & Brad or nobody, period.
Wow.
I have a question,
Yes.
Gregory. I have a Granger account. I don't have a Dun & Bradstreet number for it yet because I asked them, do they report to Dun & Brad? And they said no, but I guess they do because I remember you saying in one of the videos.
Yeah.
So when I get my Dun & Bradstreet, do I call them back and just have them?
You said Granger, right?
Yes, I do have a Granger
You see,
account.
you see
business
Granger right here? Look at look at all this little golden nugget she's coming out with. You see this, Quentin?
Yep.
Granger, yes.
This is great. This is all awesome. Granger reports to Dun & Brad.
No, I'm asking you, do they?
Yeah, it says right here. Look on the
Okay.
webpage.
But I don't have a Dun & Bradstreet number to give them, so all I've been doing was just purchasing products and just.
What? Hold on.
I'm in good standing.
Are you a 30-day net with them?
Yes.
Stop. Did you personal guarantee this?
No, they gave me $1,000 credit.
Oh, that's the line right there. That's it. Okay. Yep.
But I don't have a Dun & Bradstreet number though.
But you have but you had a tax ID number, right?
Of course, I gave them that.
Okay. You understand that? Quentin, are you picking up on this?
Yep.
Yes, but I mean, do I call them back and give them the Dun & Bradstreet number so I can get some reporting?
All right. How long have you had this account?
For a year now.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something. You have a Dun & Brad number, by the way, my friend.
I do.
Yep.
But I haven't been reported. I haven't been reported.
No, you have one because they report. It's called it's forced reporting, what it's called. If they gave you that credit up front for $1,000 and you've been using it, what's the on an average a month? How long have you used it on a 12-month period?
I've used it 3 to 4 times and I paid on time and I'm at a zero balance now.
All right. What would you say the average amount was when you ordered?
In the hundreds, like 200, 300.
Wow, you like busy girl there. Ooh.
That's
Right.
why I got all my products like tissue, soap, and stuff like that they offer. So that's why I'm all set.
Okay.
Don't need no more paper products.
You can go ahead and sell them to your neighbors.
Okay.
Go into business. So when they run out of toilet paper, you say, I have enough. Come on. $10 a roll.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, so, yeah, some people were actually selling that stuff. It's crazy. All right. It's called self-reporting. I mean, it's forced reporting. Granger
Okay.
already reports on you because their system, they report. I
I
know
don't
you
have
have,
a DNB number for myself though.
yeah, but you already have it because you don't have an account set up with Dun& Brad at all, do you? Would it
Not at
notify you?
all.
All
Nothing.
right. When you run this, you're more likely going to find out you have one.
Mm-mm.
So when you apply, they're going to probably tell you you have one already, or they're going to send you a notice that you have one.
So should I call them to ask them first?
Stay off the phone.
Okay.
I do not. I'm going to tell you, as anyone, I don't care how seasoned you are, for some reason, you can't stop talking. I'm not just you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking anybody. I mean, I'll be real too. I did that way back in the beginning. It took me like 10 years to stop opening my mouth.
Do they want you to keep running your mouth
Of course. Do you think they're for you or against you?
against us?
That's right. So the more you say, you can go ahead and flag your own company and never get it back again.
Wow.
That's why I don't answer the application. If you don't know, call. Then don't finish the application. Quentin does that with me. He calls me, hey, he'll run some by me and this and that. Yeah, yeah. And he's been around. He has another business that he does, and he's no dummy.
So
But
what do I do when I start? Do I still do the application from the link you sent me or no?
Just do the application like you know nothing.
Okay. And they can come back and tell me that I already have a DNB, right?
They'll go ahead and say, well, you already have a DNB number because you have somebody. They're not going to tell you who's reporting, by the way. They won't
They're
tell
not?
you. No, never.
That's bad.
Not really. You just got to know what you're spending. That's why I tell people, this is your business. You need to know what you're spending. So every time when you get a report and it updates, every 30, 60 days, when you actually get a number, it reports. Do you want to say, oh, let's see. Oh, you have a rough idea because they always round up. Now they round down when it's like, let's say you spent $210, they're only going to report. They're only going to report 200. But if you spend like 235, they report 250. If you report 265, they report 300.
Okay.
And it's somewhere. Now that's usually what they do. But again, that's why you keep a number of what you spent. So when you see it, that's Granger. Okay.
Okay.
Man, that's crazy. You have a Granger account. That's awesome.
Yes, I do. And I like them too, by the way. I like them very much.
Yeah, Granger's pretty good.
They're very conscientious. They're on the phone when you need them. They're good, excellent customer service.
They don't use the COVID-19 at all, do they?
Not at all.
Yep. So anyways, so as you can see, and you had no credit with that company when you started, right?
Not at all.
All right. And then when you applied, did you have to, you didn't have to give them your social security number at all, did you?
No.
Okay. But Quentin, did you get Granger yet?
Been had that.
Do what? Oh, okay, got it. That's right. Okay, yeah.
All the basic one you talk about, I have those.
Okay.
If it's a new one, then yeah.
Okay, good. All right, cool. So anyways, congratulations on that, Ivory. That's awesome. You really
Thank
did
you.
well.
But I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on what happens. When
all you're going to do is put down you've been in business. But here's another thing that's going to be cool is that when you put the business again, was it 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. You're going to put that in there, 8 years. You can put your new business now. You're going to put in the address and the phone number and the email. And then I'll get the information to you later for your website. You can get the website up done, as fast as you can.
But won't it trace back to Beauchamp Enterprises or none of that?
How's it going to do that unless you tell them?
Oh, okay.
Loose lips sink ships.
I thought they keep copious records of your previous businesses and stuff.
How can they do it if you don't remember? Do you have a DUNS number attached to your name?
Are you talking about with Beauchamp Enterprises?
No, I'm talking about your name, Ivory.
No.
Well, then how are they going to go ahead and put it together?
Oh, they can't.
Well, how about the tax ID? Was it connected to you?
It was connected to the business name.
So then how are they going to know it's you?
They won't know.
In fact, how are they ever going to know that you even had that company?
Unless I tell them.
Ah, hey, there you go.
But I'm not going to say anything because it's not necessary.
That's right.
And if they call you and say, hey, look, can you send us some proof that you were in business that year or it was recorded? Then you say, sure. What's your email address or whatever it is? I'll send it to you, or whatever. And ask them for the stuff, send it to them. And all you're going to do is just make the copy, the front copy or whatever. I think it has 2 copies of the LLC, and make sure you have the date on there. It shows when it was incorporated, and then send it to them. That's it.
From Boat Champ Enterprises?
Huh? Because it has
Oh,
a date
okay.
on it when it was registered, right?
Yes.
Well, guess what? Now, most people don't know this one. Boy, I tell you, man, see, she's opened up many things for you, sir. If you go to your LLC form on the front page, you notice there's a number on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have a paper in front of you, but if you do, the
No, I don't.
LLC paper has a number on it that's stamped by the state that you got it from. That's called a charter number.
Mm-hmm.
See, you never gave that charter number to anybody, have you?
I didn't even know about a charter number. What is the purpose of a charter number?
Yeah. What is?
Ooh. Say again, Quentin?
What is?
Yeah, I'm with Ivory. What's the purpose of it?
Oh, okay. That charter number is to identify that age of the company that actually matches the date that it's stamped. And if they ever ask you for the charter number, that is the most powerful form you can give someone, because if, especially there's your charter number is in the state of Wisconsin, right?
Correct.
All right, so now you're in Wisconsin, in the state of Wisconsin, and now on
Yeah.
top of that, let's say someone, hey, do you have your charter number for your LLC in the state of Wisconsin? You're going to say proudly, yes, I do, and give them a charter number. Each state gives a charter number. All you need is a charter number. You can go to the state, put the charter number in, and it'll pull up everything about that business.
And then what is the next step after that?
Well, that's whatever you want to do with it. If they ask for the charter number, that's perfect, because the charter number never gets registered with the tax ID or a DUNS number.
Okay.
Dun & Brad, when they can't verify something, they'll ask for the charter number, and they'll ask you what state were you recorded, and that's it.
Okay.
So I would keep that charter number also just privy to yourself. Most people don't even know that. You never even hear it talked about, and everyone acts like it makes no difference. Oh, let me tell you, that charter number is your golden nugget. If you know your charter number, even if you kept it on the back of in your wallet somewhere on the back of a business card, no one knows what it is. You just put a number that you know what that is. Let's say you're someplace, God, I need to get a copy of my thing. I don't know it by heart. And you type in the charter number, bam, comes right out. You can print it out. Or if you're applying for credit and you don't know your information on the business because whatever you forgot, if you need to download it, you can charter number. Charter number is another key ammo for you. It's one that they verify things, and that's a verifiable number. Oh yeah, charter's awesome. So something else you learned there, folks.
Yep.
Ivory, you just opened up all kinds of cans of worms.
I didn't know that.
Isn't that good?
Yes, it's good, because for a long time I'm just wondering I was wondering how can I get these little questions answered with my former business and stuff, and what can be done. So here I am.
Now let me repeat something to you so it's clear for you. On Dun & Brad, or even Business Experience, or Equifax, or any business reporting agency, when you see the blank spot that says years in business,
Mhm.
they're not talking about the company. They're talking about your experience of being in business.
They never told us that, or I was never informed about that.
Well, of course not. Why would they?
Because they want to cheat me or something, or what?
That's because this is the stuff that the Fortune, like I said, people don't understand. The Fortune 100 know this stuff. But it's out there for everybody. If you Google it, you can find it out. But you don't know.
But we were never
Google.
taught. We were never instructed to know this stuff. We were instructed to put years in business from the time that the business opened up. That's what I was taught.
Of course, because you were taught from people that didn't know what they were doing in that area. Mm-hmm. See, you're getting all the strategies that the wealthy do. That's it.
And with these other business companies, so-called business companies, I was never taught that. So that's, like I said, I'm grateful to have found you.
Well, the good Lord bless me with the information. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you.
So now, the beautiful thing about this whole thing for yourself is realizing that what you're building is your future. The corporate credit allows you to have the dreams that you really want. Now, this is not microwavable. A lot of people get impatient. I don't see anything happening. I don't see this. Well, if you want a microwavable company, then go ahead and tell you what, give me 50,000 bucks and I'll get you one. That's simple. But you want to work now? Okay, let's go. I mean, for 50 grand, I can get you a company that has $204 million reporting on it.
Wow.
Is those companies true or false though?
Those are real. Everything's real on it. And then you can
So
go
you
apply
could
and
do
get.
that. You can literally do that for us?
Oh, if someone has the money, absolutely. You kidding?
Okay.
Within 90 days to 4 months, because it depends on the reporting and some things we get on there. Then after that, you can start applying for wherever you want. In between, you can start applying for some things too, because there's some things show up quicker than others. But yeah, by then you can apply for the American Express. Plus another thing. See, you've Quentin, how long have you been in business now for the corporation? The new one you're going to set up? You have like 8 years, 9 years?
Nah, I didn't. Well, no, this is a new corporation.
No, but you have a past history, you said.
Yeah, but I didn't. Well, the EIN number actually belonged to a different entity.
Yeah, but did you still have control of it? This way, were you like the major shareholder in it?
Yeah. I need to find. I couldn't find. I think I have an old email, Hotmail email, and
Man, Hotmail, that's a long time.
Yeah, I don't know, but other than
anyways,
that, I know I had
Google it online. Go if you know if it was wherever it was incorporated or LLC, wherever it was, or whatever you have, or even if it was just in the county. Go to the county. They'll look. They should have it.
Okay, I have to see because somebody else set it up. It was set up under a what's the terminology? Like a
division?
Aboriginal type of.
Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, once you get your tax ID, I would still go ahead and put down a write-up. How many years would have been if you stayed with it?
I think that was about 2007. So
I still put it in. The worst case scenario, they'll ask you if you can't verify this, just give you the date you have from your other business.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about that, what about, because I did like a do a business as
that counts too.
Corporation.
That counts too.
I just have to remember the name.
Yeah, that counts too. Even if that's what I tell you. Some people in some states now, I believe you have to get a sales permit to have a garage sale or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even that counts if you got that years ago, 10 years ago. As long as you remember what county you were in city, or you can go back and they'll look it up, pull it off the fish. Oh yeah, here you are.
So yeah, the car wash was probably older than that.
Well, that too. If you can prove anything they ask you, where it says, yeah, or get letters from people that used to be your clients, and you can have it notarized and faxed over to them.
Okay.
There's so many ways to skin this cat. It's amazing, but people, don't realize that they can't. All Dun & Bradstreet wants proof that you're not lying. Sometimes they won't ask you because of, okay, great. But sometimes they will ask you. That's why I say you always want to be ready. So if they do ask you, cool. And if they don't ask you, then cool.
Okay.
Especially during the COVID right now, I don't think they give a too concern of too much of anything. To some degree, okay? I'm not saying like it's free willy.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, is everything clear to you, Ivory?
Yes, so far, yes.
All right. So
I'm grateful to spread the gems today.
There you go. Crown Office Supply, that's one of them. Okay. Now, there's a company called CEO Creative, which is right there on the screen. this is me. And as my coach, and I would just say this, I like having Dun & Brad at least reporting. Like you see, Dun & Brad forced the reporting on you when you're going to find this out when you put your information in. They're going to send you an email saying, "Oh, you already have one, but you just never registered with us. Now you're registered because what you're doing is registering now with them." So that's cool.
So
They'll
we
send you-
go to the CEO creative, right?
Nah, I don't like it because it only reports to Equifax and Credit Safe. That's me.
So don't put that down as going there, right?
You can, but it only reports to Equifax. Right now, you want Dun & Brad and Experian if you at the most. Equifax is a bonus when you get it. Also, now you see, I have also you want to, if you can, I would go to Uline.
Okay.
It's almost the same, not quite the same thing as Granger, but you can spread it around. Spend 100 over here and 100 over there. If
Go
that's
to
what you do.
Uline.
Yeah, and then what you're gonna do is here, you click on here. I mean, when you go to Uline, there's their web address is www.uline.com.
Who do
And
they
also-
report to?
Right there. Dun & Brad and Experian on your, look on the screen right there on
Okay.
your left-hand side.
I'm taking notes here, so I'm on a different
ahead.
screen.
Hey, are you able to screenshot this, Quentin?
Yeah, this page right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 1 second.
Does Zoom allow you to screenshot?
Well, no, I'm doing it just from my laptop. So.
Oh, okay. Well, also, Ivy, if you want, you can go ahead and screenshot this too, if you wish.
No, I'm okay. I'm just asking.
Okay.
You know, I'm on a different screen on the phone here trying to take notes. So
Oh, you're on the phone. Okay, got it. All right.
right.
All right. So you, like I said, you have a bank account. Do you know if your business phone is listed in 411?
No, I'm not listed.
All right. What did I tell you to go? I told you to go to. Hey, Quentin, where's the place that lists for free?
List what?
Your phone number.
Oh, I had to look at the notes here.
I know it's not Yellow Pages
No.
or White Pages.
It, excuse me.
So Uline and Crown Office Supplies are the two that I have so far.
Uline and Crown, that's right.
So we got 3 more to go.
Well, actually, no, you got Granger on there.
I already have Granger.
Yes, you have Granger. You'll have Uline. You'll have Crown Office Supply. And who was the other one? Oh, Quill.
Quill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here you go. It's on the line right here. I give you, it's for the thing. You see it on top here for your Ivory. It's listyourself.net, your business.
What is that? Is that a
To list your business number and your business name.
and that's what is that for? An account for
No, it's not an account. It's free. You go list your business phone number.
oh.
Yeah,
And
411.
just give me the 411.
So where do I go to again to where to do that?
It's on the screen. You see it?
I gotta go. Okay, let me see here. Go to listyourself.com.
No, listyourself.net.
Okay, listyourself.net.
Yep. When you pop up the screen, I'm gonna click on it says get listed and directory assistance for free. You click on that little link and it takes you right there. You see it right now where it says list yourself? Has like
Yes.
a little application.
Listyourself.net too. Register
but-
my,
Yeah, but you see the screen I have up there right now?
let me see here. I'm back on your screen here now. Okay, I see it right here, yes.
Yeah, you're gonna click business, you can put the company name, pick a category, whatever it might be, you know, if they don't have business management, you can put business management, or they might have, or just consultant, whatever it is there. And then why, now it's kind of goofy why they're asking you why you're listing yourself. I want my business to be found with my current customers, and I want to attract new customers, whatever you want. Okay. United States, and you can put down the business address, business home, state, zip, business email, and you confirm the business email. Have them call you to go ahead and give you the code that you're going to put in here, and then you.
And this is to register my 411 number?
This is to register your office number, your business phone number.
Where do I get the office number?
I thought you said you had one.
My office number is my cell number.
That'll work. Because they don't say anything about cell phones on here.
And if I don't say it's a cell phone, they won't know anyway.
So eventually you're gonna have to get that changed as you grow bigger in your funds, because they'll know. But for right now, this will serve the purpose to start building. So they'll call you on there, and they'll just tell you what to do, and it's a robot that tells you what to do.
My cell phone number is okay for now.
How we use it on this, just list it. And then add to listing, that's it. Now, if you don't want no one to call you, if you want to get listed, they're going to charge you $10 for not having someone to call you. See where it has a button that says, call me?
Yes.
It's in blue. That's what you want them to call you. Because that validates the phone that you're registering. Or you can pay them $10 to validate. I'd rather have them call me.
Why give them more money? Why pay out more money than what you have to?
There you go.
Yep.
All right, cool. So that takes care of that part. So I'm gonna go away from there. Boop, bye. Uline is real simple. How can I establish a 30-day net? Here you go. And it's a PDF application, they say. And you fill it out if you wish, this here, or you can, now remember I told you, Quentin, that I like, usually in the beginning, I like the new persons to go ahead and sign up for the catalogs?
Yep.
Now this is the reason why. Because they give you a customer number up front. Because the reason why I tell you that is that when they search you, they find your business to see if it's real or not.
Oh, okay.
And in other words, they verify that, oh, okay, it's a real business, so they're going to send you a whatchamacallit, a booklet, or a catalog, and it comes with a customer number. So, hold on one second, okay, guys? Hold on.
Sure, sure.
Okay, it was the FedEx man. Cool.
Oh, I
Or
was
some
gonna
stuff.
ask you, I was gonna tell you, if they bark one more time, you're gonna send them home to your client, which is me.
So this is the reason why I say for them to do that in the beginning, but since she already has some things going on, I won't do that. But this is why, because they give you a customer number to go ahead. So when you actually go apply with them, this actually will get you credit, by the way, by doing it this way. Because of the customer number. Time you get it takes, in other words, let's say you go on an order today, it'd be 2 weeks before you get it. And then you wait another 2 weeks, it'd be about a month. And you actually go in and call them, hey, I'd like to go ahead and apply for a 30-day net. But right now you can go apply for a 30-day net. And what I would do for either you, I would do is call them up and ask them if you can do it over the phone.
Okay.
And remember, less is best. And just tell them, I do have you let them know you have an account with Granger. How long have you had it with them?
A year?
Okay, don't tell them how long unless they ask you.
Okay.
So I have an account with Granger and has been paid on time. So I have a reference for them. And this time I'm looking over your products and I like what's in your, and go to you, like I said, go to Uline and look what they have, and just say, so you can just tell them I like, I don't know, the janitorial supplies maybe, or the stretch wraps. Like here. What did I order? I got, what did I get? I don't see it here. But anyways, yeah, I order stuff from here. Especially the sanitizer stuff.
They got good paper products too.
And everyone a little igloo. This works pretty good.
What is that there?
Foam eraser.
Oh, okay.
Then there's other stuff. But just say, yeah, I like your product. You have I like your whatever it is. I like your box of rags. I like that, so I don't have to worry about blah blah blah, or your whatever, or your sanitizer, or your I don't know.
And they're very good at refunding or replacing items that you haven't received either, because I ran across that also.
With who? With Uline or Granger?
I'm sorry, Granger.
Okay. I was gonna say she has another account, Keith. I mean, Quinn.
But yeah. I had Uline too. I had Uline, Seton, and Quill with Beauchamp Enterprises. I had those.
Oh, stop it! Oh my God, you're killing me.
Yeah,
you're killing me.
Yes, I have.
All right, hold on a second. Was Uline? Was that a bad account?
Was it a bad account?
Did it close out good?
I don't know. The person who fraudulently ran up stuff on there, I don't know what they did now, because I didn't pay any attention.
Did they ever send you a bill?
But when I was on there, it was in good standing when I did my work.
Okay, they never sent you a bill saying you owe us?
I didn't hear you. No, they never said that. But again, that's under a different Dun and Bradstreet number and different tax ID number when I registered with that Beauchamp Enterprises.
That was 4 years ago?
No, 8 years ago.
Oh, 8 years ago.
Because remember, I opened up that business in 2013.
So but you had credit a year or so with them, so 14 and 15, somewhere in there?
Correct.
All right. Wow.
I guess I can't go back and get no credentials off of that, hey?
Well, for me, if I knew this, I would call back and just say, hey, my name's so-and-so, and one time I had a business with you called ABC Company. And 2015 or 16, somewhere in there. And I just wanted to say, because I know we closed the business, and I was just wondering, does it show that we ever owed anything to you?
I don't want to do anything to jeopardize what I have now with this new company.
Well, that's why you have to call from that's a private number. That's why I have some lines I have that are private numbers, is because I called because I don't want them to know I'm investigating to see some things, so they don't know where I'm calling from. But if you don't think it did, I would just leave it alone and just say, okay, great.
That's what I did. I just said goodbye to the company and left it alone.
So yeah, I apply Uline. So whatever you did before, just call them up and say, hey, I like to apply, and I have a account with Granger as well as a reference. They're always going to ask you how much. You can tell them $500 or $1,000. Say Granger
Okay.
gave me $1,000, so you can give me $1,000. That'd be fine.
All right. Will it build up over time?
Yeah, you have to ask for it though.
Oh, okay. I thought they would just automatically give it to you.
They can, but I always ask for it. Like I say, you don't ask, you don't get.
Okay.
All right, so that'd be another one. So now what you have on your plate. You have Granger.
So you know you're recording this. See.
I know. Uline, it's going to
Oh.
be there. You have Crown. Who do you else have right now? Granger, Uline, Crown.
We have Crown, Uline, Granger, Quill.
Oh,
That's
Quill.
all I have for now.
Not Quail. Quill.
Quill.
All right, so let's see. Uline, this is what? Okay, all right, cool. So you have Granger for sure, you have Uline, you have Crown, you have Quill.
Waiting on the last one.
Who's the other one that oh, no, you don't have a, can't do Pilot J, you don't have a car. Well, you're in Wisconsin?
Yes.
I mean, that DUNS number is killing you.
What's killing me?
Your DUNS number.
How is it killing me?
Because you can't go apply right now because everyone wants to have the DUNS number.
So I can't go online and apply?
No, you got to have a DUNS number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're talking about the accounts. Okay. I'm willing to wait for my DUNS number though.
Yeah, well, you can do that anytime. You can do that when you get off. It's not a regular business hour. You can do it at the middle of the night.
Hello. ¿Qué pasó, hija? Estaba acostada.
All right, here's your task.
Ahorita,
Your task are those
a las
4.
2:15 me voy.
And I'll send you another one that's going to be a little easier at the phone. It's not on here. I have another one.
No.
¿Puedes hablar español?
Yes. ¿Por
¿Y
qué?
ustedes?
You speak Spanish fluently too?
No, dame cuál.
You do too?
No,
I speak it broken up, but I'm not fluent yet.
Oh, but you have enough to have a conversation. That's good.
Can you speak it fluently?
Almost.
Nada.
I learn every day.
That's awesome.
Buen dia
It's-
means good day.
Sí,
Buen
pues,
dia
que
means good day.
cuando venga a ver qué
Buen dia.
Yeah, buen dia.
Yeah.
hago.
De veras?
What is that?
Really?
Oh, really? De veras, really?
De veras.
Oh, de
Yeah.
veras.
Uh-huh.
Feliz cumpleaños. That means happy birthday.
Está bien.
Feliz what?
Cumpleaños?
Oh, Feliz Cumpleaños.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
Yes, man,
Ah.
I don't know
By
Spanish.
4:15.
Only know
All right. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to stop here.
Okay.
So again, next week we'll be here, but also be sending that stuff out to you later today or tomorrow. You have the other stuff we talked about. And then you have to read it, because then once you get it, we're gonna have to talk about it and go over it. Okay?
Will this be posted to YouTube? This
No, I'm
training?
just sending you the link. It's not gonna be on YouTube. Kidding? No way.
Your trainings, he just send you the email link.
I'll send you the
But-
link that you can play it on. It'll be in Vimeo.
Yeah.
Okay, but the one that I saw last night, the recording, that was excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm watching that now.
Okay. All right. Well, my belly is touching my back, so I'm hungry.
Okay.
As they say. All right, y'all have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later. And then when I send that to you later on, just let me know, call me Ivy if you get a moment to let me know you got it. Then we'll set up a time tomorrow to talk about that other stuff for you.
Gracias. Que tenga una buena noche.
Cantanga's what?
Que tenga una buena noche. That means have a good night.
Cantanga, buenas noches, what?
Que tenga una buena
Oh,
noche.
una buena noche.
Una buena. Wow. It's the way we're learning. Trust me, it's not easy learning it because it seems like when I say it one way, everybody else says it another way. So it can be sometimes confusing.